Drea
Drea O.
Drea O.
Drea O.
Drea O. Drea O.
I'm from Chicago and
I'm with Drea O right now.
Drea O. Drea O.
Beautiful Drea O.
I'm with my girl Drea O.
And she everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go. It's crazy.
so after that happened, what direction did you move in?
Music, slowly.
And you
Music,
were still
guys.
in the club in Atlanta.
I was dancing, but it was a different motive. Like I had a real live motive. Like I got to dance, save up money and be out. And I was just like, I'm gone. Once I figured it out, how to make money elsewhere, I was like, I quit. But I built up relationships with not just the clubs, with those people that came in there like, hey, I do music. And they would actually like come to a studio. It started to become different now. Where it's like, all right, this dancer, she a dancer, but yeah, let me see what she's talking about. And it was working. I was like, okay, I'm just keep going and keep going. And once I quit, it was over. I started focusing on that music. It was a wrap. Started doing features and, like the street dudes. Hey, let me give you 500, do a little hook for me. Let me give you 1,000. I used to be a little customer or whatever, throwing money. Let me give you this and stuff. I'm like, okay, what's up? What you want me to sing? And it went from that to now it's like a couple thousand now. Like, here's a feature with this person. And I'm like, oh, this is a whole nother wave. And I really started to fall back in love with like music and like the art of it and stuff. I wouldn't say I felt out of love with it. It was more of like, it was like dust on it. It was like, oh,
You blew the dust off.
get back over here. So,
Right.
yeah.
So when did you realize that you were super popular? Like when did it dawn on you like, damn, people
When
like
they kicked me off of Ocean Drive.
Miami?
Man, yeah.
What happened?
They kicked me off of Ocean Drive because that's when I first did Love and Hip Hop. And I didn't understand the
What year
extent.
was this?
I was on the 5th season, so that was a while ago.
Okay, yeah.
So when it happened, I'm up there in the Ocean Drive. I'm like, let's go to Miami.
Wait, so before Love and Hip Hop, you didn't feel like...
Because I was they knew me. It was still bad back then, but it wasn't as bad as it was getting like worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already used to it. Like I would go to Walmart. That's like one of my favorite stores.
I love Walmart. Especially 24-hour one. You could be in there at 3 o'clock in the morning. You just
Yep.
look at it.
When I used to get off of work from dancing, I used to go to damn Walmart. But when I was dancing out here in Queens, like in New York, I used to go to Spa Castle and then Walmart and stuff like that.
The one in
or
Queens?
either like
That's
go
right.
to Rockaway and wait till Big Lots open and stuff like that. I'm a weird one. So transferring over to Atlanta, I do the same thing. Just like, venture off to Walmart, just do my little thing and people would see me. They're like, Jhonni. I'm like, hey,
Huh?
I just speak. I'm like, well, you speaking to me. I'm speaking to you.
Right.
But it got bad when I went on Ocean Drive and I'm just like, bro, y'all gonna kick me off of Ocean Drive for what? Well, it's too much going on. You don't have no security. You don't have nothing. And we don't want all of this in the road. I'm like, it's Memorial Weekend.
Oh,
Like, so I had to get off Ocean Drive.
yikes.
I was
You was
probably-
just doing your thing and people was just...
Yeah, but I was cutting up. I had a little thong baby suit on. People telling me to kiss their baby and hold their child. I'm like, man, this is a whole infant. I'm not putting my lips on your baby. I'll take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real life chaos. And even now it's like still like that. Like, but it's cool. It's like, it doesn't make me big-headed. It makes me really, really smile. That people come up to me and be like, bruh, I rock with you. You're so dope. And I'm like,
So you said you had a bathing suit on. So you was probably...
I had a thong. But everybody else had a thong.
Well, it's the beach.
Everybody else had a thong bathing suit on. But I had my little thong. I might have a little bit more cushion in the back.
Well, your body is definitely amazing.
Thank you, boo. You right too. But they was targeting the kid. I seen girls, the thick ones, the BBWs had on thongs. Might as well have been naked. Y'all ain't target them. Y'all wanted to kick me off Ocean Drive. I ain't gonna lie. I waited. I was so it's Ocean Drive right here, and then there's the stores where you shop. I was on that street, cutting up still. I was like, I can't kick me off this street. I promise you can't. It's not happening. So, I mean, it feels good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool. Yeah.
And it was nothing you had to force. It's funny, like it just came
I
naturally.
just be like, okay, I never went into anything that I did wishing or hoping that I was going to be popular. Like I've never been that way. I've never wanted to be popular or famous or, I knew that since I did music, that would happen, that you build a fan base, but I don't look at it as for fame. It's just like, I just want to do music. I want to sing. I want to brighten somebody's day with my records and, that. So when it happened like that way, they're like, you're famous. I'm like, no, man. They're like, you just down there. I'm like, no, I don't want that title. I want my money, like me to hustle and do my money and do my music and be successful and meet great people through my music. I didn't want the fame. I say it now, I don't really get a reaction out of it. Like now me performing for BET soon, or you know what I'm saying, Complex or something like that. You know, if I got little auditions or something, like performing and picking up Grammys and acting gigs and things. Yeah, that is what I'm excited about. But the fame doesn't bother me. Mm-mm.
So working in entertainment, did you ever feel the pressures of conforming and like getting stuff done? Or did you ever feel that you needed to do that? Or was it something that you wanted to do? Or like, what advice do you have for girls that are looking to do that now? Because it's pretty mainstream. I feel like a lot of people are just kind of like going out and like
dancing.
No, I would say like just doing like cosmetic surgeries, like regular run of the mill, like nurses and like librarians are getting,
I just feel like, and this is not to condone anything, but if you're going to do something, do it to your best. If you want to be a lawyer, doctor, or a dancer, I mean, dancing, just save your money up and get out. You don't have to, be on drugs or do drinking or anything to work. Sorry.
Actually, that is
you don't have to do any of that. You just got to make your money and go home. But I think because of the environment, people get sucked in. And lately, people don't know how to think for themselves. And I was one of them where I got sucked in. Well, I can't remember how to say the damn word right now, y'all. Sucked into that realm of feeling like I got to listen to what other people's opinions are. And that goes with you knowing yourself and having confidence within yourself that you don't have to do all that. So my words are to women and even men, because they go through things too. I think it's overlooked with men when you hear about rape or being a rape victim or drugs and stuff, because it's like they're men, they're macho, right. They don't have
like, how did you get raped?
Yeah, like what? Like so my words is to know yourself enough, to love yourself enough, and anything that's negative that's going to give you some type of headache, stay away from, and pray a lot, because you don't know what your hand is going to deal you, your life is going to deal you. You know what I'm saying? Only God knows. So you might say, oh, I'm not going to get pregnant at this age, or I'm not going to be a rape victim, and anything can happen, not wishing it on somebody, anything, but you got to know how to recover. Mm-hmm. And be able to still love yourself and be yourself and not let it take from you. Right. You know, so as far as cosmetic surgery, which I've done a lot, I've done my nose, my boobs. This wasn't because of...
Really? You did your nose?
My nose is broken. So I actually still wanted my nose structure. The only thing is that my nose went like this because of when I was in a physical relationship, abusive relationship. He hit me and it shifted like right here. So I always wanted this lump fixed. So it was like this. So now he just gave me a more defined, but I always still wanted my nose. Any surgery I've done, I've never wanted it to be out of this world where you're like, dang, your boobs are big. Because I had small boobs. I had like a -A. I'll never forget when I was trying to literally, I promise you, I was probably going to fight the daughter and the mom over a trainer bra in Victoria's Secret on 34th Street. I was like, baby, this is the only trainer bra and it's for me, honey. Like, you won't have to bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, but I was small. And so I said, I just want something, because I still was thinking in my head, believe it or not, I'm going to be a superstar with this music. I don't want these big knockers just out there like that. I just want something for myself. I wanted my legs to be smaller. I did it for myself. I've never wanted it because somebody made me feel like I needed it. It was because I wanted to do it. So I do condone it if those are your reasons, like how mine was. But if you're doing it because your boyfriend broke up with you and he cheated on you with a girl that's like this big blondie with boobs and stuff, and now you want to do it, you're not going to be satisfied, because it's not going to bring your boyfriend back. It's not going to make you happy. You're going to be depressed, and you're going to want to keep doing cosmetic surgery for no reason. So if you're doing surgery, do it for yourself. Do it for somebody else. I really be feeling like the doctor should do a psychiatric before to make sure this person is not like, but
How do you feel about stripping being mainstream now? And everybody wants to do it. It's kind of like a mainstream thing where girls are just aspiring.
Somebody.
Would you advise?
No. I would never advise somebody to, shoot for the stars.
Do it.
Be the best stripper in the whole wide world. I do advise, well, if you're already in it, save that money up. You know what I'm saying? And invest in something, But I wouldn't push somebody to be like, yeah, that's the thing to do. Because it's not. That goes with that clout chasing thing. Mm-hmm. That's not for you. It's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So.
And is the money the same?
I wouldn't even know. When I went to the club last time, it looked the same. I mean, it's just different girls.
Right.
But.
What's the most you ever made in one night?
$26,000.
And what?
It was my birthday.
See?
It was my birthday bash.
What did you get?
Actually, no, this wasn't a birthday bash. It was me, a girl named H-Town Sierra, and Malaya Michelle in Houston. It was for All-Star Weekend. And through the course of the weekend, those 3 days, we both made 26 apiece, and Malaya made like 40 something. Because she was she still is popular. Mm-hmm. She was very popular. Mm-hmm. She had just came out with like magazines, modeling and stuff, and I was like the upcoming one in Houston that was coming up. So yeah, that was, and I threw half of it back on dancers, just having fun.
Do you miss it sometimes? No.
I just miss the people that I met because they're still human at the end of the day. When you strip the dancing and stuff, we're all human. So I miss them. So when I go in the clubs, they be seeing me like, Jhonni, you still singing? Girl, I got your song on my phone, girl. Yeah, it's tough to play it. Like, it's so different now. Because they always called me the girl that stripped and sings. They're like, you need to get up out of here. You don't belong here. Now that they see me when I come in there and I'm as an artist, they're like, shout out to the recording artist, Jhonni Blaze. And it's different. They're like, hey, like I miss them.
Was it fun?
I always made everything fun. I make everything fun, literally. I'm such a goofball. Like, I made it work. Even when I was sad, that's why it was so weird for the girls to accept me when I would come in there happy. Like, they'd never see me really down. It was probably one time. And I would be like, hi, I'm Jhonni. That's what they know me as. Or I'll be like, how you feeling today? You sad? You need to come on. We got to go make some money outside. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I was that one, like the little coach.
Oh, so what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen happen in the strip club?
Oh no, it'd be like people fighting because this one dude is their boyfriend, but he really the other girl's boyfriend. He's sitting there like, I'm gonna go over here. I'm missing out on money. Let me go over here. But it's just all types of stuff. You never know. It's like a big, I don't even know how to explain a strip club. You'd have to like seriously sit there and watch. Like, it just be crazy stuff going on. It's like a high school.
Right.
It'd be over there. Those are the druggies.
Right.
Those are the ones that got the money that throw money.
The
This is the nerds.
The smart girl.
This is the one in the wheelchair that they know got the bag tied up on his leg. And this is this person that doesn't dress up a lot, but he got a bag. This is the one that be stealing people money on the floor. This is the one that got an alcohol problem, but he cool when he drunk. Like, it's just, man, it'd be all time. I'll just be sitting there like, I have been all these things, but I'm not going to judge. Now that I'm good now. So see you later. Just anything. It's like, it's a high school. Yeah.
So
I just thought about it. I'm like, man, it was a lot of stuff going on. The chef dating this dancer and now they mad. I'm not serving her no food. That's my ex. I'm like, y'all are corny. I don't know what's going on. Give him a plate. Get by here, man. Yeah. Pretty intense.
So I heard about you before this, but one of the main times that I really got a feel of your personality and who you were was watching your Vlad TV interviews. Oh, and that was years ago, but I just checked it today and it has like 3.4 million views.
I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, why are you not watching this? Stop watching this.
So what was going on at that time? I guess, so how did you initially meet Drake? And then talk to me about how you ended up sitting down with Vlad. So go from when you met Drake and then how you ended up doing the interview.
I guess it's because I don't really like speak on it a lot. I guess I choose not to because I don't know, I'm in a good space with as far as just like, it's like tricky. You know, all I can really say is I met him at an event it was cool, and I was young, and I just, being young and just chasing clout. And that's why now I say what I say, that you are your own clout. You don't need to go off on people and exaggerate and make up things. Like, he just made me upset because he wasn't paying attention to me. That's what I felt. And I just went off and posted the man's number and thought it was cool to do that. And I was like, well, I'm going to take interviews too. Like, go on Vlad and go off. And that was what's popular at that time. And media takeout and everything. And then when I look back, when I finally wanted to focus on music, that starts slapping me in the face. And I'm like, oh my God. So it was being young and just, you know, met him at an event. He was really sweet. And I wanted to flip it on a person that really low key, it wasn't about him liking me. He really wanted to help me with my music. And I wasn't trying to, I was just like, you know, yeah, I sing here and there, but I wasn't really taking heed to it's him telling me, hey, hi, I could put you with some producers, get you with some music and stuff. And he had just started like really buzzing, and I wasn't trying to hear it. I was just trying to hear like, okay, he likes me. Oh, you want to go and like another girl's picture? I'm mad, flip out, make up lies. And that's just me being me. And at the time, and it wasn't cool. So yeah. And then I went on Vlad. So it was just a disaster after that.
And that was when he was in Houston, tough. You met him in Houston.
He's still like, because they support him a lot and stuff. Like with, cause it's like I said, it's like a high school. Like there's rap a lot. Then there's this group. Then there's, you know, the DJs and stuff. So I was cool with everybody that actually messed up a lot of my relationships with people because of that. And I didn't even understand it. Even me and my best friend had fell out because she was like, you're dead wrong. You know, like you could have took that a whole nother route. Even if that was true, you could have took it a whole nother route. So that's why now on social media, people are like, oh, she don't be doing nothing. Nope. What's your relationship? Myself. Who are you talking? No one. I learned a lot from that incident, how I treated him. Every time I do an interview, I apologize. But I did get unblocked.
Oh, nice. What was his reaction when, like...
He was upset. You have a right to be. Any person would be upset.
Was he vocalizing it to you?
Yes, he was telling me. And he said it very calm. He was like, I will never speak to you again in my life. I will never talk to you. Like, you really hurt me with that. Because my intentions was not to do that to you. Like, I genuinely wanted to help you win. Like, the man literally was like, within 3 days, I can give you some records and I'll do some music with you. And I did not understand it. I wasn't trying to hear that. I was trying to hear, oh, he likes me. Oh, I'm popular. Oh, this is cool. They got pictures of me out there with him. This is dope. And I'm just like, now I look back at it. I'm like, man, I wish I had the person that I am now. Oh, me and him would be the best of friends. Like, really genuine friends. Not no, oh, this is who he messes with. Like, no, just a really good artist friendship. Like, and I messed it up. But I do believe in things over time. People, you know, I'm sure I bump into him. We do music. And when I do get that chance, I'll speak. And I'm sure he's heard it. I'm sure the interviews that I've done, I'm sure he's seen it. I spoke to a lot of his close friends, and they told me, like, you know, they'll give me a thumbs up. Like, it's all good, man. It's cool. Like, so as long as I got that, that's why when people ask me stuff, they're like, you don't want to go in on it? I'm like, for what? Like, man, this dude is the GOAT. I still listen to this man music, like, because I separate things. I know when I'm wrong and I move forward. The only thing you do is apologize and keep that same energy of after the apology. So I don't have nothing against him. It was just me being me at the time.
Do you regret the Vlad TV interview?
No, I don't regret anything in my life. I don't regret it. I just wish I would have maybe did a different approach, but that was the approach I did at that time. But no, it's not like I'm like, don't care. It's just more of, that
can't
was
take
me
it
at the
back.
time.
Right.
I really can't. Yeah, so it's not like a what if you could take it. It's like, no, it's there. It's going to always be there unless I pay you to
take it down.
Yeah. So.
And how did Vlad just reach out? Or how did that end up happening?
I don't remember that. I know it was somewhere, but I ended up in his chair. He was just like, well, we're here. I'm like, yep, we're here. I'm here. Yeah.
So after that happened, how did you maneuver through things? And were people acting funny with you?
Yeah, people was acting funny. Houston hated me. I wouldn't say Houston. They just was like, man, what the hell? People really, I lost, like, we're best friends now. My best friend did not want to talk to me. She was so mad at me.
And what was the main thing she was mad about?
She was like, bro, you're a singer. I know we dance, but bro, you're so talented. What are you doing? This man just told you he was giving you records. Are you crazy? I wasn't trying to either. He hurt my feelings. He was liking this. You don't do that. I don't care. He's not your boyfriend, Jhonni. He's not your boyfriend. That's all she kept saying. That's not your man. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm about to post something right now. And I'm just like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't understand what I was doing at the time. So I was just like, but it taught me a lesson. You know, now when I go back to Houston, you know, people show me love and stuff because they see the change in me and things. But I felt extra bad. Terrible.
Were celebrities like acting like they didn't want to?
No, them fools, them guys were still trying to talk to me. You know how people are. They don't be caring. As long as you don't do it to me, like type of. And even now, I'd be like, I don't want to talk to no celeb. I just want to do some music. Sometimes they block me because I only write them about music and they want something else. And I'm replying to them in, well, can we do some music or something instead? And I'm cool with you blocking me. Some of them have unblocked me and apologized. I ain't going to put you out there because it's not the character in me, but it's cool. And you just, people, it was 50-50. Yeah, it was 50-50 in between because some of them were his friends, you know, artist friends, and they're like, I'm not rocking with that. So,
do you feel like it was like a blackball situation directly or no?
I don't even believe, I used to really say that word. They blackballed me. Man, that is a human-made name. Can't nobody blackball you. As long as you're living and breathing, you still have an opportunity to change something. I'm like a living testimony to that. What I'm doing now. I used to swear I was blackballed. Then I started getting features from certain people. I'm like, I'm not blackballed. What's going on? Like, I just gotta run these numbers up,
right? Get
this money, and really like focus and have people really hear me instead of seeing me. You know, so I didn't think it blackballed me.